This is not Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I just tried out the new Call of Duty. It's great. But I had an ongoing game of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I want to go back to it. And I've got an Xbox Series X, and so allegedly that should go really, really well. Let's see how it does. Come on, quick resume. Oh, quick resume. It's happening. I'm right where I left off in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Look at this. So, a thing with me and open world games. Open world games typically have a story that they're trying to tell, and they mark that story out by, putting markers on maps, like this lovely symbol down here that says, I should be down here with my brother, fighting a war and proceeding to the next part of the story. I could be doing that, but I noticed there was a little shiny golden thing on the map, and really I'm just all about little shiny golden things. So it looks like there's some kind of place full of bad people here. There's this guy up there, and there's another guy who was just going up those stairs. He's right here. So it looks like I'm too far away. Oh wait, look at this. Oh, look at that. You can see a little preview of how much damage your weapon's going to do if you were to fire it right now. So let me actually... so this guy right here, okay, notice if I try to shoot from this distance, it's not going to take that much damage because the arrow is going to go down and hit him in the foot, I think. Or maybe it just does less damage at this distance. So now that I've taken out his friend who's on the stairs, I think I'll climb up here. Okay, there's a couple of guys. That guy seems occupied. He might not notice if I take out his friend. His friend looks like is he just peeing endlessly? Oh, he's one of those NPCs who just pees endlessly. Love it. You'll be punished for your endless peeing. Wait, did he have a... Did he say I could loot him? Oh no, I can carry him. Alright, if you say so. Whee! Oh, wait. I didn't realize there was a guy down there. Well, good on his friend for showing me that. Uh-oh, two guys. I don't have whatever ability would allow me to kill two guys at once. I guess I'll take out the one with the shield first? Oh. I'm not sure why they decided to move right then, but it was good for me. Oh, he saw the body. Well, I'll just pretend that I planned it that way. That body was a distraction to get their attention. Oh, it just occurred to me, because I switched games so quickly, I forgot to update my stream info. So I'm going to do that real fast. I am not playing Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War anymore. I'm playing Valhalla. Oh, really? There's a lot of games called Valhalla. I have to actually type in Assassin's Creed? Okay, fine. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. There's also a lot of games called Cold War. I had that same problem when I was trying to enter my Call of Duty information. Okay, so it's a Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Alright, updated on both channels. Here we go. So yeah, so that people don't see this again. Whoa! I've just found the most fun part of this game. Whoa, check out the blood stain on that wood. Okay, so I actually, a lot of the previous generational upgrades, it was really easy to see the quality difference. Like going from the original Xbox to the Xbox 360 was like, wow, that is a huge, visual upgrade. A lot of the benefits we're getting out of the upgrade for this generation is more logistical stuff like really fast load times or quick resume and stuff like that. But now and then it's like, wow, look at that blood stain. It's like it takes the light differently. It's a beautiful different shader, and it's like it's being applied to the top layer of the wood, which is like modeled out. Like they're just projecting it onto the surface, and it just, that looks so nice. I mean, obviously we're seeing a bow clip. We're seeing, it didn't go to the lower level of the wood. Whatever, though. Maybe someday we'll try to model things that accurately. There's no point to getting any better. It looks really nice. There's so many things in this game that look really, really nice. I mean, look at it. Okay, the wood surface under here is really uneven. It's made of all these individual planks, and then there's snow on top of it. And I can displace the snow by walking through it, and then reveal... it's just so crazy. Okay, and I don't notice those details while I'm playing. Unless I'm, deliberately being a weirdo about it. But... there's sort of a subtle effect you get, though, from little touches like that. It's like you don't always notice them consciously, but they do make a difference to the experience that you're having on kind of a subtle emotional level. So yeah, Das FTW Everything asks, is this new gen? Yes, I am playing this on an Xbox Series X. I just got it a couple of days ago, and I've just been trying out launch titles, doing what you got to do. Also, I mean, I haven't just been playing launch titles. I've been trying out some of the games that I was already deeply involved with. I've also, I basically the games that I was playing on my Xbox One, I've switched to playing them on my Xbox Series X now, and they are so much better. Especially my game, State of Decay 2. You should definitely try it out on the Xbox Series X if you haven't already. It's on Game Pass. Okay, so I guess this route I'm taking is smart. I climbed that wall by accident. I love in Assassin's Creed, you're such an amazing climber. You can climb ridiculous things by accident. Okay, anybody around here? Am I about to get caught? Okay, there are some enemies over here. And, okay, so I definitely missed the treasure that was down there. But there's a treasure over here, so I'm going to grab this one, then I'm going to probably backtrack. Is there just the one enemy? Looks like it. Oh crap, he saw me. Oh crap. Skirmisher, okay. Oh, by the way, I suck. By the way, I suck at this game. I forgot to tell you that. How terrible I am at it. One problem. I have not yet figured out how to easily recognize health collectibles from far away in this game. So when I take damage, it's just forever. I never heal. And so I was already in bad physical shape. Okay, so it looks like they saved automatically the last time I finished a battle. I was really curious when I was coming back to. Okay, so that guy, what? Oh wait, have all the enemies come back? Okay. I was worried about it. Okay, so it looks like maybe not. Maybe there just was one enemy left that maybe his normal path took him out of my sight originally. And so once I respawned, he came back to the beginning of his path. Or maybe they just didn't respawn the enemies that were super close to me, but they did respawn other enemies. Hey man, how's it going? Alright, well since I'm back here, I guess instead of going that... Nope, don't hit that button. Instead of going the crazy way... Oh yeah, there's a bunch of enemies back. There are definitely consequences to dying in this game, which is kind of fine. Like, it can be frustrating if you don't know what you're doing, but one thing I kind of appreciate is the fact that it motivates you to run away when you're in trouble. Like, that is something that, you know, there's a lot of games out there that really kind of encourage you to play like a crazy person. Just, I know, I keep hitting my trigger expecting it not to do what it actually does in this game. There's a lot of games that basically, you know, if you're in trouble, if you're in danger, you might as well just go crazy and just take a bunch of massive risks and just, you know, keep taking risks until something magically works out. Oh, now my rations are full. Okay, cool. Oh, but this is not where the treasure is. Oh, weird. Where is the treasure if it's not in here? What was I talking about? I got distracted by the fact that the collectible wasn't where I expected it to be. I have no idea what I was talking about. Oh. There it is. It's way low. Okay, so it's not up here where I kind of expected it to be. Alright, well, let's see if I can actually beat this guy. If I can't beat him on my second try, I'm just going to go somewhere else. Oh yeah, I was saying that there's a lot of games that motivate you to just throw yourself into danger and just press your luck, and if it doesn't work the first time, I'll try again and again and again until you get it right. And the thing that I appreciate, even though it's frustrating in a game like this, to have to go back a ways and, you know, lose some progress or just be kind of displaced if something goes wrong, that can be frustrating, but at the same time, I like the fact that it motivates me to run away, because you know, in the real world, if you're some Viking warrior like I am in this game and you want to survive, occasionally you got to run away from a fight you can't win. If you don't run away from fights you can't win, you're not actually going to live all that long. And so it kind of motivates me to really think like the character and play like the character. So this looks like it's meant to be an extremely challenging fight, and I'm probably just outclassed by it. So I'm going to try to assassinate this guy. It's probably not going to do anything. Okay, it actually did make a difference. Oh, very gory. Okay, cool. Did I just leave my axes in that guy and then got them back? Nice. Sweet. Okay, so, yes, it does say he has loot. So I've got some wealth. I don't know what wealth is for, exactly. I'm trying to set him on fire. Oh, but then I catch on fire. Cool. That is one issue in this game. Flammable stuff is very flammable. If you just, like, tap it with your axe wrong, it will explode in your face, set you on fire, and take half your health. So you have to be very, very careful. Seems like jumping off this cliff is a bad plan, so I'm not going to do that. Is there anything else around here that's worth checking out?
Stretch your wings, Sunan.
So yeah, so the crow is telling me, yeah, I've got this treasure that's way down below me. Oh, and I tried to place a marker on it and instead lost it. Weird. Okay, so it is somewhere way down there. I wonder if it's marked, can I mark it here and then see where it is in 3D? Okay, I'm not seeing it. I'm only seeing it on my compass. I'm not seeing it down below. So I'm going to try to get this treasure. I'm trying one more time to find this treasure. If I'm not finding it quickly, though, we're going to move on with the story. Ugh. Oh, this game really challenges your acrophobia. Look at this craziness. Okay. So another like weird, crazy attention to detail thing. Look at my character's skin. She's bright pink because she's been out in the cold. She doesn't usually have this color. This is kind of like the horse testicles in Red Dead Redemption, where they actually shrink as it gets cold. Like your skin is like that in this game. Okay, so where is this? Okay, no, Raven. Oh, wait. Is that the treasure I'm after? Is it way over there? Unfortunately, one thing I can't do is fly down on purpose to get a good angle on this glowy dot that represents where this treasure is. Unless I just fly away. Oh, there's multiple treasures. So there was a treasure deeper in the mountain at the place I just left where I fought that guy. Dang it. And there's one, it's just a little bit lower than where I am right now. Inside the mountain. Could it be behind the waterfall? Okay. So, here's something I love about this game. Going after every single stupid collectible and side quest is my MO when I'm playing an open world game like this. There are some open world games for which that's just a chore. It's just like collecting everything is just, yep, you got to do it, and it takes a long time, but it's not that interesting. At least this game is really making me work for it. Like, it's interesting to be going after all this stuff. Okay, so I just heard and then stopped hearing the waterfall. So I think I just maybe went beneath it? I don't know, I can't really see from down here. Let's climb a little bit. I'm probably completely in the wrong place here. Yeah, I'm...
Survey the area soon.
Where? Oh, it's down below me. Okay, so going up was like the last thing I needed to do. Well, that makes sense, right? Like, if there's a waterfall above me, I would see the water cascading around me, so it must have been below me. Yeah. Oh, did I just go right past it and just didn't even notice it because I was focusing on... Oh, okay, hold on. Is this the way I went? Nope. Silly assassin. Is this the way I went, or is this... Oh, hey, look at this. Is this something? No, that's nothing. Okay, yeah. I did go underneath the water. Okay, so let's see what my crow thinks now. Where am I relative to this treasure? Oh my gosh, crow. Come on. I don't want to be over here. Fly this way. Dive down. Here we go. Okay, so it's deeper in the mountain. There might be something... Maybe... Could there be something right there? Oh yeah, there's a crack in the mountain right there. Okay. Down here. Look at this. Okay, I did not see that when I first came through. Well, anyway, so yeah. The Death 31 is like, this is a chore. Why am I making myself do this? Well, so one of the things I get out of an open world game like this is this sense of completion, this sort of like enjoyable sense of, wow, I got that job done. Everything is finished. It's all clean. Like, there's some kind of special, like, I don't know, there's a deep human motivation in that, like wanting things to be organized, clean, taken care of, all the jobs finished. Like, having all the jobs finished feels really good. Actually, one of the best feelings I've had in a long time was, there was a certain amount of stuff I needed to get done before I started my, 1 month sabbatical from work. And, and the job list, whoops. The job list kept growing. and it was hard to stay on top of the whole thing, you know. But but right as those guys there didn't notice that I was doing this. Okay, cool. Anyway, right as I was getting down to my last week, I like scheduled a bunch of time to you know, on the very last day to make sure I could, you know, have time to get all my work done. Like no meetings on the final day, and then that week just filled up with jobs, extra jobs I didn't even know existed, and I had to, you know, work extra hard to get everything done. But when I got to the end of that Friday of the last week of work before my sabbatical, I actually got every single thing done. All the things I wanted to get done, I got done, and it felt like such relief. And I just stopped working and I relaxed. I spent a couple of days just being amazed that I didn't have any work stress just sitting in my head. It felt so good. That satisfying feeling, I can simulate that feeling by playing open world games and doing all the weird little side quests and collectibles. And so that's what I do. I spend a ton of time doing that kind of thing in these games, and it feels really good. But, you know, some games make it really challenging and fun. Like this area over here, I don't know if there's gonna be like a mission that takes place here, and the reason this place exists is because it needs to host that mission. I would be surprised if that's true. But it could also be that somebody just built this fort to hide a couple of collectibles, and it's just a fun place to go and explore and play. And I love that kind of. I love a game that sort of takes that motivation I have as a completionist to like go through and just, you know, find every dumb little treasure everywhere. They take that motivation and they actually make a really, you know, fun bit of exploration for me. Like that just, I don't know, that feels really good to me. So yeah, there's some games that make it feel like a chore. This is a game that does not make it feel like a chore. And I'm having a lot of fun with it. So eventually might wear on me, you know, like I also have a very low completion rate for open world games. Like a game has to be very special for me to finish it because, you know, the way that I play it, I mean, it takes a lot of time to play these games the way that I play them. All right, so I've found a couple of runes. So let's have a look at my inventory here and how the inventory system works. So, all right, so I've picked up some resources that'll let me upgrade my equipment. Like, for instance, my quiver. Now my quiver can hold more arrows. Yay! I've also got, what else do I have in my bag here? A broken bow. Oh, okay, so just I've got some stuff that I can sell. That's nice. But I've also got a venom rune. Alright, so I've already installed a rune on this weapon. This is my father's axe. It's a family heirloom, so I want to, you know, keep it in good shape and upgrade it as much as I can. But I've also got this venom rune. And what does the venom rune do again? Adds poison damage. Oh, interesting. Well, I'm not going to dishonor my father's blade with this rune that does poison damage. But looks like my bow doesn't have it either. But I wonder if I can... Oh, no, I haven't upgraded this one enough. So can I put poison damage on a piece of armor? Will that work? No runes available. But if I do runes here... so I could poison my father's axe. Well, I don't want to do that. That just doesn't feel like... That just doesn't feel like me. Oh, by the way. So you have a lot of customization options with your character. You unlock them over time. You start with a few and you eventually unlock more of them. But I've basically turned my character into Furiosa. So I don't think I'm going to be doing anything else. I think that I basically got my character now. Oh, you got some loot? What do you have? Another broken bow. Alright, cool. Alright, well here among the standing stones, I think I'm gonna go... Oh, wait. I can't fast travel down here. Dang. Okay, so now here comes... Am I gonna travel all the way back down here to start this mission? Or am I just gonna keep screwing around? You know what? I was gonna go try to play a mission, but honestly, I really prefer not to give spoilers for games like this if I can, and so you might actually end up seeing a major plot point if I go pursue that mission. So instead, why don't I just show a little bit more of Valhalla by going and climbing up to this Overwatch point, whatever you call these. It actually probably was labeled with the name of what they actually call them. What are these called? Nope, it's just not synchronized. Fine. Well, I'm going to go... Oh, I'm going to open the map again because I keep not doing the thing I should do, which is... Wait a minute. Did I not get the treasure I was here to get? I still don't have the treasure I'm here to get. What? How can that be possible? I thought I had... Is there some... Whoa! Is there some secret place I still haven't found? I wish I could tell how high this thing was. Because as far as I could tell... Yeah, this crow is not seeing it anywhere. Could it be out of range? Or could it be up above me? So normally if there's something on the map that's worthy of like if there's something that's worthy of a marker on the map, my crow will see it from really far away. Oh, it can't be. These are too far away. It can't be these things. So yeah, it doesn't look like... Oh wait. Oh, is there something down there? Have I got it? Is it... Or is this just... Is that also something that's super far away? Just in the other direction. Yeah, that's also super far away, just in the other direction. Well, I have no idea... I have no idea where that thing is. So I'm going to just unmark it. And I'm going to go climb up to this thing instead. Maybe I'll be able to get some more information if I can climb up there. So let's just go do some exploring. So yeah, Voltaggio Gaming is encouraging me to just explore because, and they say, you know, I played for 2 hours before work tonight and did not do anything to progress the main story. That is exactly how I play. So I played so many hours of Skyrim. I played tons and tons and tons of Skyrim, and I don't think I even fought a dragon. I played tons of Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and I don't think I opened a single gate. I just, you know, in Skyrim, I was the world's greatest armorer. I built the most beautiful suit of armor. I went around, you know, harvesting all of the materials that I needed, learning all the skills I needed. You know, I had a whole life in that game, but it wasn't even about the main story. It was just about running around, screwing around, and winning stuff. So, I mean, and building, crafting stuff. Okay, so it's 92 meters away, straight down. So it's definitely inside this mountain somewhere. Okay, cool. Well, I know something about that treasure. And I know that I'm not going for it right now. Oh, this is several peaks away. Well, maybe I'll get some ore while I'm out here. Sometimes when you're running around up on tops of mountains, there's such a... I gotta say, this world is really different from any other Assassin's Creed world that I played in. Like, you know, even like some of the really far-flung ones, like the pirate stuff. It's like the environments were always still seemed very tight, very sort of like intricate, small, carefully put together, you know, covered with parkour opportunities. You know, every tree meticulously placed, but like it always just felt kind of very narrow and small. Or like you'd have a big city, but the city would be made up of all these intricate buildings. And this just wide open country with just huge mountains and stuff, it feels unfamiliar to me. Of course, I guess there are Assassin's Creed games that had wide open country, like 3, for instance. You know, tons of wilderness in that one. And I didn't play very much Odyssey. I imagine Odyssey might have had terrain like this too. I don't know, but the ones that I spent the most time in were not the ones that had this kind of thing. So to me, it feels kind of crazy and weird to be playing an Assassin's Creed game and to be covering so much territory. Of Of course, I guess I could be covering it faster. There's wolves out here. Luckily, they don't seem to be very aggressive. I think that maybe the wolf advocates made their point to these developers, and they're like, hey, wolves don't actually attack people that much. Maybe don't make them seem like vicious predators. And maybe they went with it. I don't know. Of course, my character has been attacked by at least one wolf, because her name is Ivor Wolfkissed, but whatever. So I'm not going to go up to that eagle quite yet, because there's some kind of point of interest down here, and I want to find out what it is. Ooh. Well, this is not the point of interest I'm talking about, but... Hi, I would like to get off this horse. Thanks. It's ore. I love that they just sort of leaned into the just preposterousness of collecting ore casually while you're on a journey. It's like, that's not a thing. You know, if you want to collect ore, you have to really devote a lot of really boring time to it. And I kind of appreciate they're like, you know what? We're not going to try to pretend to make this realistic. You're just going to hit these brittle piles of rocks with your axe, and that's going to give you ore. So one thing I've been tasked with doing is hunting reindeer and collecting their antlers. And so far, oh, this is not a good place for a horse. And so far, I have not seen a single antlery reindeer. And so I feel like I'm doing something wrong when it comes to the hunting, because I just don't even... I mean, I've been running around all kinds of places like this, and I have not seen a single reindeer. What's this down here? Are you a good stranger or a bad stranger? Old Harik, making a sacrifice.
What is all this?
My life, the fruit of my work, all gathered here. And now, I lack the strength to throw it off this cliff.
You carried everything up here, only to throw it all down.
The horse did most of it. It is the only way I can send my belongings into the next world. My children will not bury it with me. They say they do not want it, but I know they will sell it all once my light burns out. Will you lend me your strength? Throw everything over the cliff. The farther you throw, the better their chance of reaching the next world.
Is that how it works? Why is everything packed in straw?
I did not want anything to break.
Okay, so weirdly, this session has just become about throwing things off cliffs. That's what this game is. Just me throwing things off cliffs.
That contains a bow given to me by Halfdan the Black, after I put an arrow under King Sigtyd's left arm.
That sounds like quite the shot.
I gotta say, I've got an appreciation for the weirdness and variety of the side missions in this game. Like, when you've got a game like Assassin's Creed that's got, you know, a particular set of abilities, it's really easy just to, when you're, you know, assigned to come up with side quests, to just be like, yeah, you gotta assassinate this person, and then there are these Templars over here, you gotta fight them. Like, it's really easy to just sort of...
silver harpoon head I received from King Harold for pulling Halfdan's frozen body out of the ice.
They are a generous family.
But yeah, it's easy to just kind of go with easy stuff. I like that they've just come up with missions like this where it's like, the point isn't to be challenging. The point is to get a little taste of the culture, to get to know a weird character, to have a memorable experience. You don't need much more of that out of a side quest that you just sort of find along the way.
You missed a few things.
The gods will get the idea.
Thank you for your help. You did not have to do this.
Kind and courageous people live the best lives, but it can be a difficult path to keep.
I have tried to live well. It is enough that the gods know that. even if the name Harek Gand is forgotten in Midgard.
So, what will you do now that this task is done?
Done? That was to announce my arrival. Now I leave this world. Enjoy your life. To Asgard!
What? Wait!
Thank you!
Thor's hammer. That was a shock.
I kind of saw it coming. But that was great. That was great. Well done. I'm totally stealing his horse. See you later, other horse. I got a new favorite horse. So Josh Annalise calls this Yeet Quest, which, yes, I want to make a game called Yeet Quest now. That is such a brilliant title. I gotta do it fast enough before that word isn't funny anymore. Oh, I think I've just exhausted this horse. Gotta let its stamina come back before I gallop it again. Not going after that point of interest. Let's just go up to this tall place. What do you call these? The tall places in Assassin's Creed. You know, the places with the tallness. Maybe if I climb up here, I'll figure out where all the reindeer are. Raneth Court says you need to throw the horse off the cliff too, so we can have it in the afterlife. In the afterlife. Okay, mission accepted. Not right this second. I don't know if we can get a horse off the cliff, but we have to try. Do you notice that one of the random characters from his past that he mentioned was named Halfdan? I feel like, I don't know. I like that. I want to. Maybe I'll add that as a nickname for Daniel in State of Decay 2. Halfdan. It's just that's just a great name. I'll have to suggest that to Daniel Floyd. He's got so many Dans in his life. You know, they probably have to come up with different ways to differentiate each other. You know, maybe one of them should go by Halfdan. Ooh, what's this? A chest? So those materials are what I use to upgrade my equipment. And a wooden leg. Sweet. Stuff to sell. So yeah, so if you look in your inventory, see there's actually kind of, it's interesting, there are sort of two tiers of upgrade. Like, so this Raven Clan armor, for instance. You can see he's got those 4 little slots. One of them is white, 3 of them are gray. The number of slots you have determines how many times you can spend resources to upgrade it. But then if you find the rarest resource, or a particularly rare resource called ingots, you can use an ingot to add more slots. So first you have to add the slots, then you have to fill the slots in order to upgrade the weapon. But I think at the same time that you add those 4 little slots up there for the upgrades, you also add like rune slots and stuff like that. So it's not, you're not just adding slots and then filling slots. That would feel redundant, right? You're adding more than just those upgrade slots when you use the ingots. But anyway, should I upgrade my armor? Oh wait, it says materials. Oh yeah, materials required, but it's materials that I have. Your visual upgrades also come with the ingots. So one thing that's interesting is you can actually hide any gear that you have. So like if I want to have the benefits of this cloak, but not actually look like I'm wearing the cloak, I can totally do that. Like I can like run around without any pants on. That's totally fine. Like all of that is okay. I can like, you know, I don't really like my gloves. I want to, you know, have my hands. That's totally fine. You can do that. I don't think you can do it to the weapons. Oh, you can't. Oh, if I don't want my weapon to be shown on my body, I can hide that too. Well, that's cool. It's a very courteous thing for them to offer us. Like for instance, I've got this bow on my back all the time. I wonder if I can hide the bow. So if I hide the bow, okay, I can't hide the quiver, but I can hide the bow. That means that I don't look like I have a bow, but if I can still produce it, I can still aim it. So yeah, that works kind of like our hide backpack option that we have in State of Decay, because it's not nearly as careful and granular as this, because you can't just hide individual things. You can only hide the backpack and whatever's attached to the backpack. But still, it's kind of cool. I like not necessarily having to look like I've got a bow all the time. All right, so that mission, it is way down there.
Go, Sunan.
It's going to take me a while to get back down this mountain to go and actually continue the main quest. So maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just stretch and say, hey, this is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It's really cool, and it feeds into like my weird way of playing open world games. It feeds it in a really kind of fun and exciting way. I really like this game so far. So, I mean, it looks like there's so much to it. I don't know if how much progress I'll ever be able to make on it because of the way I play. So I don't have extremely high hopes of getting through the whole thing. But I am fascinated by it, and I got to say, the story so far has been pretty good too. One really interesting decision they made that I'm really fascinated to see how it plays out is when you're choosing your gender at the beginning. You're actually they actually have an in-world explanation for it. Like, it's not just you're choosing one of two realities, one in which your character's male and one in which your character's female. You're actually like in the sort of frame story where you're in the Animus or whatever, like that sort of the futuristic frame story. They actually are getting two different memories that contradict each other. One in which the character's male and one in which the character's female. And it's actually kind of a mystery for the frame story to resolve. And so you can choose either to always play the female part, always play the male part, or play a combination of the two. And that's what I chose. So it starts you female, but at some point the story is going to switch me over to the male character. And I'm just fascinated. I chose it because I'm fascinated to find out how that works. A long time ago, I worked with the creative director of this game, Darby McDevitt, and one of the things that sort of stood out a lot about him was this: he's always been really fascinated about like feeling around the edges of what you can do in a game or what you can do with a game story. Like he was never really satisfied to just write a good game story. He always wanted to just sort of push the envelope and sort of question what's possible to do with a game story. And so seeing him get to sort of still be feeling out some of those boundaries with a huge budget, crazy production values game is really satisfying for me. So that's been a lot of fun. So anyway, let me quickly, jumping the horse. I forgot. I made a promise. that I was going to jump that horse. Or at least try to jump. It might not let me jump the horse. But where did I leave the horse? Okay, if I... Whoa. I never zoomed in this tight before. I didn't know I could do this. Oh, crazy. Okay, so that horse, I left it at the base of this mountain. So I think I'm facing the right direction. Yikes. So yeah, I am facing... I don't know if that horse is still here. One thing that... I mean, an open world game always has to aggressively cull anything it's not using. When the world is this big and complicated, you can't just let everything be happening all the time. It's too much. And so you have to cull everything you can. So the fact that I left that horse behind probably means that horse no longer exists. And that will kind of make me sad, because yeeting that horse was kind of an important ambition of mine. But if I can just... I hope I'm climbing down the right face of this mountain. I don't remember climbing this much, which makes me think maybe I'm climbing down the wrong face, and the horse is definitely not over here. Was that the horse track that I was following before? Where am I on the map? Okay, so I feel like I was like up on this side. Like when I went and I found that cliff that guy was throwing his crap off. I think I started over here. I passed the mountain and then came back to it. So I think I'm still on the right course. There's my little, like, fox friends down there. Actually, the closer I get, I'm not sure whether they're foxes or wolves. Nope, still foxes. Like, from far away, they definitely look like foxes. There was some risk of them being wolves. Okay, so I could summon my horse. The question is, would the horse that comes be just the last horse I rode? I feel like I would have picked because if that's the case, then yeah, maybe I'll get the horse that way. Let's give that a try. I can't tell. Maybe that's the same horse. I don't know. Well, I definitely am not yeeting this horse until I've collected all the resources I can. Obviously, that's what we're here to do, is to collect resources. Awesome Twitch Dude asks, any chance of some Watch Dogs tonight? Maybe. I mean, I've got it. I have been playing it on the Series X. I did do 2 whole streams of it before, 2 whole videos of it. And so I don't know if I'll get to it just because there's a lot of new games I haven't streamed before that I kind of want to stream. Is this... Yeah, okay, so here we go. Horse yeeting away! Oh, yeah. I am the worst human being. Oh. Well, the horse is now in Valhalla. I didn't expect that to work. I genuinely expected the horse to balk. I didn't think I was going to be able to just yeet a horse off a cliff. Okay. Well, I know technically that wasn't yeeting. That was riding, but whatever. I don't think there's anything else to say. I think we have now maximized the potential of this game. So we're going to wrap this up. And we'll go try out some other launch titles. Nay.